If you are a living being that exists in this life, on this planet, then you are making choices and decisions every single day. Whether you interact with people, whether you interact with your own self, whether you are staying at home or tuning into the crowds, you are making choices and decisions every single day of your life. And when you make choices and decisions, sometimes you make bad choices. We call them mistakes. And when you've done a mistake, which mistake will probably result in a negative way in your future, you now are being haunted by this mistake. Like it affects the way you feel. And I'm here to tell you that, first of all, this mistake does not have to influence you in a negative way. It does not have to impact your future in a negative way. It does not have to define how your story continues, because the way our future events happen depend on the way we feel about our own selves. And why mistakes are usually affecting us, our future, in a negative way, is because we allow mistakes to define who we are and to define how we feel about ourselves. And if you can figure out a way, which I'm about to share with you, to stop allowing mistakes to define who you are, you can actually change the course of your life. You can change everything, like the way your story goes. And it's all about reflecting on your own self. So when we make a mistake, something like that we shouldn't have done, this mistake keeps haunting us. We may try to scroll through the social media, play some video game maybe, or do anything, watch the TV, to run away from the thoughts of us making this mistake and how it feels, how people will look at us from now on, how this mistake changes the way the society perceives us, maybe, how this mistake will affect our everything in a negative way. And now these are thoughts that are unhealthy and that are haunting us. And these thoughts are haunting us just because we allow them to, and just because we are running away from them. You see, when something or someone is haunting you, you don't run away from it, you face it. And the way out of this is to stop trying to escape the thoughts that you've made a mistake, or that this mistake may affect you in a negative way, affect your future in a negative way. You see, the solution here is to take some time to reflect back on the mistake itself. As painful as it may be, look at it in the eyes, look what you've done. Embrace it, like learn to live with it. It's okay, it shouldn't have happened, it did. We move on, right? Because if you don't do this, you're not gonna move into the right direction. If you don't take some time to reflect back on it, it's gonna keep feeling heavy for you. And how it changes, how the feelings change, is with readjusting your focus. If you look at your past, regardless of this mistake, aside from this mistake, besides this mistake, you've done hundreds and thousands and millions of other choices and decisions that were positive. You have already proven yourself, who you are, to yourself before anyone else. Like, fuck society. Who are you in front of your own self? In front of God, right? Then also in front of other people, how people perceive you. You have already proven yourself to be worthy. You have already proven yourself to be cool, amazing, dope, however you want to name yourself. Why let this one mistake make you feel bad about yourself when you can let 1,000 other things make you feel good about yourself? Why let one mistake define your worth and value when you can let a million of other things define who you are, how you feel about yourself? Because you are how you feel about yourself. If you feel crappy about yourself, you will keep being this person with a heavy energy, vibrating low, spreading toxicity, because you don't even love your own self. How can you love other people? Or you can be faking it, right? Wearing a mask. But no, you have to get real with yourself first in front of anyone, before anyone else. Look at yourself in the mirror, look at yourself inside, and accept the mistake that you've made. Then move on. This mistake does not have to define you. Your failures does not have to define you. Your success is who you are. Millions of other small daily choices that you're making, even in the now, in the present moment, right? You're choosing to eat healthy. You're choosing to stop poisoning yourself with maybe cigarettes or drugs or who knows what else. You're drinking less, right? You're eating healthy maybe. You may be like reading books, who knows, like meditating, empowering yourself with new knowledge. Why let this one mistake take over your feelings and make you feel bad about yourself? Look what I've done, How will now people look at me? When you can be allowing those 20 other micro choices you make every single day that you're not even aware of to define who you actually are. Wow, I enriched myself with new knowledge. Now I know something more about business, about spirituality, about life itself, I've learned from this mistake. From now on, I know how to deal with this kind of people. From now on, I know where are my limits, how far should I push, when do I need to stop. And from now on, I'm gonna consider this mistake just a lesson. But I'm not gonna take it for granted and allow it to define how I feel, because how I feel will determine how my story keeps going. My story will go into the direction that I guide it, right? But I cannot guide my story. I cannot flow into peace if I wear this mistake as a baggage on my shoulders. So I choose to let go of the mistake. Don't forget about it. Keep it as a reminder, as a lesson, but don't have it as a baggage on your shoulders. Just keep it in your pocket from time to time to remind you how you should not do from now on. Meanwhile, know who you really are. Know what you're made of. Know how many other things you've done so far that made you dope, that made you cool, that shown your worth. Not in front of people, in front of your own self. That's the only way you know yourself. So again, stop allowing mistakes to define you, because you are not your failures. You are the success that's glowing all around you. Take care. I'm gonna see you some other time. Peace.